to you because you knew you should have left that man. You knew you should have left that man. You knew you seen them red flags in the beginning, but you didn't. You ignored them. You chose to ignore them, and you have to take accountability for that. Hello. My name is Nisha. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another commentary video, and today we're just going to talk briefly about this T-app drama that is going on. I just want to put my little 2 cents in there and just say what I need to say. So first of all, let me just go ahead. If you've never heard of the T-app, I'm new to this too. I never even heard of no T-app until I saw videos on YouTube. So this is what the T-app is. The T-app is a women-only platform to share red flags about men anonymously. It became viral quickly, promising safety and transparency in dating.
App that women use to rate the men that they dated was hacked, and more than 72,000 women have had their personal photo IDs and selfies released online. The T-app, which reached #1 on the App Store this week with more than 2 million women downloading it, is a gossip app that allowed women to post pictures of the men that they dated and rate them as red flags or green flags, search through the men by name, and browse through men in their city. But in order to participate, women had to verify their identity by uploading a selfie or a photo of their driver's license or ID. And thousands of these private IDs were posted to the internet, exposing women all over the country. Some people are saying it's karma for women who are trying to expose men, while others are saying it's likely that a man did it to try to convince women and scare them away from using the app. What do you think of the T-app? Is it fair for women to be able to rate men publicly and share their experiences? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tiarka with a T. Follow for more.
And also, per Google, I want to say the T-app was hacked, and a lot of women were exposed. Like their, I want to say their pictures, their conversations, the things that was posted on the T-app. Basically, I think it said over 13,000 women's information, the things that they posted on the T-app was exposed. I will put something on the screen, just to show exactly what was said. But apparently, women getting on there, posting men that are supposedly supposed to be red flags and saying this and saying that about men, which is basically allegations. We don't know if a lot of the stuff is true. We don't know if the men that are posted as predators are predators. We don't know if the men that are posted as abusers are abusers. We don't know if these men are truly red flags or not. It's just based off the word of the women who are on the app. But like I said, the app got hacked and a lot of these women's information was exposed. And one thing I can say is that I pray for the safety of these women. I really, really do. I hope don't no man see that they were posted on there and just go postal and try to harm any of these women. I pray that these women are safe, because, no matter what was posted on there, nobody's information and safety nobody should be in danger at the hands of an app. People's safety should be protected. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, today I'm just gonna talk about why I feel like the T-app never would have worked, and basically how it exposed women. Now, number one, when the T-app basically came out, men didn't like it. Men didn't like the fact that, the T-app, was a thing. They felt like it wasn't right that women get to come on there and post stuff about men and all this and all that, which I can understand to some degree. Now, the T-app was supposed to be innocent. It was supposed to be clean, and it was basically supposed to be made for the safety of women when it comes to dating. The app was mainly supposed to be for posting predators and posting abusers, but of course, women was posting about men that had nothing to do about them being a predator, about them being an abuser. They was posting a lot of just unnecessary stuff, which is why there's a lot of drama surrounding the T-app in general. Now, let's get into why I feel like the T-app never would have worked. And that is because that app is not black and white when it comes to dating for women. We cannot look to an app like that when it comes to dating. There is so many gray areas. And I just feel like looking to an app like that, to see what type of men are on there, I feel like it's just not realistic. There's too many men in this world to try to look for, them on a dating app. Like, we have to be realistic and approach dating the way that it is supposed to be approached. I feel like, number one, women need to date with the spirit of discernment. And we also need to start paying more attention to the men that we are dating. Because when you have a spirit of discernment and when you're actually paying attention to the men that you are dating and not just being head over heels on his looks and if he got money, if his talk game is good, like we have to pray that God open our eyes and let us see a man for his character and pay attention to the things that he say, his vibes, his patterns. Like we have to go into dating with a spirit of discernment and prayer and paying attention. If you do that, you will be able to spot a predator, in my opinion. You will be able to spot if this man, yeah, just his vibes, he giving me abuser vibes. Let me exit stage left.
Seeing all those women who got exposed on the T app. And my only question is, what happened to women trusting their intuition? When did a woman need an app to tell them that they man cheating?
We have to date. We have to approach dating the right way. We cannot look to these apps when it comes to us dating. We can't just try to go, oh, let me see what type of man is on there, before I start dating. That is very unrealistic. Now, don't get me wrong. I kind of understand why the app was created. It was created to help women to stay safe and to stay away from dangerous men. Like, I get it. And I feel like I understand the app, but I feel like it should be made in a different way, because at the end of the day, this app is supposed to be very strict with who they let on there, because of course it's only for women. No men is allowed on the app. So I want to say I watched a video where it said that in order for you to get on the app, you have to take a picture right then and there. So I think like a human behind the scenes is actually verifying the women that they're letting in. And it was also said that it could take days to weeks for you to even be let into the app to be able to join and post and be a part of the app. Also, the reason why I feel like it wouldn't work is because even though I know it was supposed to be created to help women and to keep women safe from predators and abusers, just because women are coming on here, and y'all, I know I'm not trying to say that, people aren't a victim of, of a predator. I'm not saying that people aren't a victim of abuse, of toxicity. That is not what I'm saying. So let me be clear when I say that. But when you have women that can freely come on an app and call men predators and call men abusers without any evidence, we have to take it as allegations, and it has to be allegedly, because we don't know. And that is just the harsh truth. Because if men are not allowed on the app to defend themselves, we're just basically getting one side, in which I'm hoping that women won't come on the app and lie on a man and say, oh, he's a predator or he's an abuser when he's not. I pray that women aren't that harsh and that cruel to come on and lie about somebody. But coming on here and saying allegations about somebody when we don't have evidence, I feel like that's just a no-no, especially when that person who was posted saying that they were a predator, that they are an abuser, they're not here to defend themselves. Again, let me say it, because you know how people are. People like to take stuff and run with it and twist your words. So I'm not saying that the women that were on here posting predators and abuser, I'm not saying that they were not victims of a predator and abuser. But what I'm saying is we're only getting their side of the story, and we don't have evidence of this. Just like when stories come out about women who were abused, who were sexually assaulted, even when you read articles and things come to the news, we always have to have proof. That's why it be back and forth with, them grabbing proof and stuff like that. So when you don't have any proof, excuse me, Lord, my nose, sorry. When you don't have any proof, it's just kind of, one-sided. And, that's one of the reasons why I feel like it wouldn't work.
Early 2000s website, don'tdateandgirl.com. This website, very similar to the T app, allowed you to go on, figure out who not to date, until a man named Todd Hollis sued the creators of don'tdateandgirl.com for putting up what he said was false information about him. He told them the information was false, had to file suit. That didn't work based on procedural grounds. And then he sued again. This lawsuit was more successful because it resulted in a settlement where he sued for defamation, false light, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. He got an undisclosed settlement. The website don'tdateandgirl.com basically disappeared. For a while, they started shifting the conversation to talk about safer ways to date online, even encouraging people to meet someone in person. It should also be noted, there are Facebook groups that are doing similar things that the T app is doing as well. While people don't have to actually post their actual first and last name on the T app, on Facebook, it's attached to your Facebook account. So you may want to be careful what you're saying on these websites. Have to see if the T app stays around, because don'tdateemgirl.com definitely did not. Let me know in the comments below if you've used the T app. If you remember, don'tdateemgirl.com.
Two, the creators of this app should have known that women was gonna take this app and run with it. Okay, and this also ties into my other point on how this app exposed women. So I guess they can kind of go hand in hand. Like, they should have known that women was not gonna use this app the way it was supposed to be used. Like, from the videos that I watched, the reason that women were giving men red flags and trying to expose men was just so petty. It was so unnecessary, and it was just like, okay, and what was the point of posting this person? That has nothing to do with the danger of other women. And it's like, you're just posting him or giving him a red flag out of bitterness and out of pettiness.
You bitches are starting to be ridiculous on this app, okay? It's starting to be too much. Y'all are getting messy and messy as fuck. Genuinely and truly. And it's all fun and games until it's you, bitch.
You getting ghosted ain't got nothing to do with this. And then on top of that, I seen where women were giving men green flags. Like, what? Like, what? Like, women would come on and post a guy and ask, women about this guy. Is he a good guy? Is he a green flag? And you had women that were coming, oh yes, honey, he, the D is good. He funny. He this, he did. Like, why would you want to post a person who you potentially want to date to a group of other women? Like, that's just gonna give them access to whoever you're posting, especially if he's getting green flags. Like, y'all know how women are. Women go after other women's men all the time. Men all the time. I say men all the time. It's like, this app is just like, they should have known that this app was not going to be used for what it was intended to be used for. Okay. They should have known that. And the amount of women, and I've seen a lot of TikToks too, of women exposing other women on the T app, and just was able to really see women for who they are. Like, yeah, y'all posting nonsense, or y'all posting stuff that ain't got nothing to do with a red flag. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you just heard that this man ghosted you. And you just had a lot of women that were just exposing women on the app, and that's very, very telling. And one of the things I thought about was the fact that it's crazy how, and I'm not just trying to down women or anything like that. One thing I can say is that I'm not a feminist. I am on the side of right. I don't care if you're a man, I don't care if you're a woman, you're going to get held accountable on this channel. Let me just say that. But I feel like it's just crazy because a lot of women love saying how men are the problem. Men this, men ain't this, men ain't that, this and that. But you have a whole app that's created for only women. Only women can be on this app. No man is on this app at all. And look at the chaos that's on this app. Look at the chaos it has brought. Women, we as women, bring the problem. We can be our own worst enemy, and we are the problematic ones. And this app shows that ain't no man on this app. And look at all the drama that it has caused. Look at all the chaos it has caused. Can't no woman blame no man for anything regarding this T app drama, because it is a women only app. And this just exposed women and how chaotic we can be, how petty we can be, how bitter we can be, how fake we are. And to be honest with you, that ain't even nothing new. Women have been fake, catty, petty, bitter since the beginning of time. It really didn't expose anything new, but it just further exposed women. And men can really sit back and say, yep, women are the problem. Y'all the problem. Like, we ain't even had nothing to do with this app. Men ain't even allowed on this app. And y'all tired. We tired of ourselves. Women are tired of other women. They tired of other women. This app that really made a lot of women see how women truly can be. And yeah, my nose is itching. Oh my gosh. And that's just very telling. That's just very, very telling. So me talking about this topic is not just me wanting to come on here and just talk about this specific topic. I feel like it's bigger than that. For me, the thing I want to say is that do not look to apps when it comes to dating. You know what I'm saying? It is like apps are not black and white when it comes to dating. If you are ready to start dating, date with intention, pray, and ask God for a spirit of discernment, and ask God to open up your eyes, ask God to open up your ears, and ask God to help you truly pay attention to the man that is in front of you. And I feel like you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And at the end of the day, y'all, ain't nobody got no sign over their head saying who they are, what their character is. Like, you can't just think you can go into the dating world automatically knowing what a man is like, what a woman is like, and you can take it to men, you can take this and flip it. So I'm just talking to women, but you can't go into the dating world thinking that somebody's just gonna have a, sign over their head of their character and who they are as a person. You're gonna have to talk to them. You're gonna have to get to know them. But the key is to have a spirit of discernment and to pay attention. A lot of women, we don't like to pay attention. A lot of women be head over heels because of a man's look. If he got money, he may have talk game, he may talk real good and everything, but we have to date with intention, excuse me, and ask God for a spirit of discernment. And that's really all you can do. At the end of the day, when you are going into the dating world, everybody goes in blind. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes in blind. There is no upfront. There is no preview. It's like how you watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? You get the preview, you have trailers of the movie, so you kind of able to see whether or not you want to watch it. People aren't like that. We don't get previews. We don't get trailers of people. It ain't no trailer of nobody to show you somewhat of, their character and who they are. We don't have that. You have to talk to people and you have to get to know people. But like I said, it is about having a spirit of discernment and paying attention and listening. Okay, it's just like we as women, we can't be ignoring red flags. And a lot of times, y'all, the red flags, they be there. The signs are there. We just don't be paying attention. I'm tired of women, and myself included, because I went through this. I'm tired of us seeing the red flags in the beginning, wanting to ignore the red flags and continue dating a person because we often think we can change them, and then we get 3-4 years into the relationship and want to be all butt hurt, this and that, where we seen the red flags, we seen the signs were there in the beginning, we just didn't listen. So we also have to take accountability for stuff too. I'm not saying that nobody should be treated any kind of way, but we also have to take accountability, because especially when the signs were there and we didn't pay no attention, because you knew you should have left that man. You knew you should have left that man. You knew you seen them red flags in the beginning, but you didn't. You ignore them. You chose to ignore them, and you have to take accountability for that. So that's what I want people to take away from this video. Not just the drama surrounding the T app, but just dating in general. Do not look to apps when it comes to dating. Pray, have a spirit of discernment, pay attention, and listen. Okay. With that being said, subscribe to my channel. I hope that you like this video. Also, comment down below and let me know what you think about this whole T-app drama. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video.